And we'd like to welcome you to Texas League Baseball here in South Texas. It is the fifth game of our six-game set between the visiting Frisco RoughRiders and your San Antonio Missions. Well, tonight we continue Christmas in July here at the ballpark. So far, the Frisco RoughRiders dressed up in their queso uniforms, red, white, and green, and San Antonio in their road grays as we get ready to go this evening. Two teams conclude the series tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch. And after that, Monday, we take the road travel day as we head to Amarillo to take on the Sod Poodles. Missions will be back home on Tuesday, August 4th, as we take on the visiting Springfield Cardinals for a six-game set. Then it's back to Frisco as we take on the RoughRiders for the last six of the year there at Statesman's Park. Missions return back as they take on Northwest Arkansas in a six-game series before a road trip to Springfield. And then it'll be one last homestand with the visiting Midland Rockhounds. Missions close out a six-game season finale in Amarillo. And then it'll be time for the Texas League playoff rounds as our four finalists that came into this season with tough wins. Gotta say, they really battled it out hard this season, and so far they are really, really good. Well, anyway, go online now at missionsbaseball.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, download Bally Live. It's free. Take us on the go because whether we're on the road or at home, you can always watch us live here on Bally Live. Also, don't forget we are live here all season long on this YouTube channel. And so far, you'll be glad you did as we get ready to go. Well, last night the Frisco RoughRiders took a 6-4 victory over the Missions. And gotta say, it was a pretty good ball game, getting in and having a pretty good time just playing baseball and getting the home runs and everything in. And so far tonight, another new night for us here in South Texas in San Antonio as we continue our Christmas in July series here at the ballpark. As we mentioned, our two teams will conclude tomorrow at 7:05 as we have Game 6. It's Bark in the Park Sunday evening as we'll have our four-legged furry friends here at the ballpark. And so far that one is presented by our pet supply places like Petco, PetSmart, and our favorite of all favorites, West Creek Trail Rides, a proud sponsor of the Missions since 2024. And as a result, we have renewed at least three times to 2028 and 29 seasons, as we will always be the proud sponsor of the West Creek Trail Rides. So yeah, make sure y'all check those out. Go online, book your reservation, and you'll be glad you did, because horseback riding is all about getting out the great outdoors, having fun on horseback, and enjoying the open trails. Just riding a horse, which I did that yesterday. It was kind of fun. Rode a horse named Bourbon. But anyway, go out and have a good time because you'll be glad you did. Well, anyway, we're just about set to go here in the top half of the first inning for Frisco. And gotta say, just a partly cloudy afternoon, getting into the early evening. And so far, just getting ready to go here this fine evening. Crowds are getting in, and we are going to have baseball here. Well, a right-hander, Ty Adcock, is on the mound now. ERA at a great 3. A strikeout, 35.7 in the strikeout rate. 333. averaging that left-handed batter. And so far, pretty good. Right fielder Orlando Martinez comes up first for Frisco. And we are about ready to go. Here is the first pitch, and away we go. And that one is going to be fouled off. It's 0-1. Underway here tonight at 7:15. Slider is outside, 1-1. Red, white, and green on those Frisco uniforms. It's pretty. San Antonio had their 2 times being the Flying Chanclas, but tonight, road gray uniforms. Tomorrow will be home white uniforms. Frisco will be their road grays tomorrow. That one is right there. Up to first to Sanabria in time, out number 1. With that, let's give the Frisco RoughRiders starting lineups. And here they are as these boys played some terrific baseball, winning 6-4 last night, securing Game 4 in the victory. And so far tonight, trying to win a third in a 3-game winning streak. Theo Hardy coming up now as here's the pitch to him. That one is got high in the air straight away. Center fielder Kai Robert gets under it, makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Batting third baseman, Franier Chavez.
Third baseman Franier Chavez coming in now. Third time in a row that Frisco is wearing the queso uniforms, and that is going to be in for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-2. Rough Rider fans, get ready because Tuesday through Sunday next week, there's Statesman's Park. The visiting Corpus Christi Hooks in town, taking on the Rough Riders. Well, no runs hit to errors and nobody left on for the Rough Riders. We head now to the bottom of the first. San Antonio coming to bat right after these messages. Right-hander Mark Church is on the mound for Frisco. As we look at his ERA, 3.86, 21.7 strikeout, 167 over a 300 average. But that right there pretty good in his averages. And of course, as you may know, second base Corey Joyce is out there. So far, pretty good. Shortstop Francisco Acuna coming up now for San Antonio. As we lead off the bottom half of the first inning. And the pitch right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Got a great crowd here tonight. Fans still piling in, taking their seats. And if you are coming in, make sure you do, because we got tonight, tomorrow night too as well. That one right there, out number 1, as Acuna, the shortstop, goes down for out number 1. With that, let's give the home team starting lineups, and here it is on the side of your screen. Well, these boys trying to get things ready to rock and roll here this evening as San Antonio in a 2-game losing streak, but trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak if they can avoid it. That one is high fly in the air straight away to the center field area, and that is out number 2.
Batting third, catcher.
2 up, 2 down. Here is the catcher, Ethan Salas. Salas coming in, ready to go. Well, after tonight, we'll have one more game with Frisco. Our next 6-game homestand is with Springfield, Northwest Arkansas for 6, and Midland for 6. Frisco and Amarillo are the only road games that we will ever have. But after that, that is it. So, no runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on for San Antonio. And we head to the second inning. It is no score, 3-1. So we'll be right back as Pablo Guerrero leads it off for Frisco. And we will be right back here in San Antonio as we get ready for inning number 2. Well, we welcome you to the second inning here in San Antonio as Pablo Guerrero, 4, 5, and 6, due up against Ty Adcock. And here's the windup and the pitch. Fouls that one off. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And here's the 0-2 offering. That one is got high in the air. That will go out of play. Foul. And it's 0-2. Still hanging on. 0-2. And did he hold up? No, they got him. Gary Von Gansen getting him, and that's out number 2. Or number 1. Gotcha. Dylan Dreiling coming in, and that's going to be in for a strike. It's 0-1. Gary Van Gansen out there at second base issued that call. He went, got struck out right there, and that's in for a strike. And they're going to argue that one, but the call is going to be upheld, so that ball is 0-2. 0-2. That one high in the air, straight away. Up to left field is Kai Murphy. And he'll make the play. And there's out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 11.
Keith Jones, the second, comes in. Could be another 1-2-3 inning here for Frisco. That is right back to the mound to Ty Adcock. Right there to Sanabria. And that is out number 3. So nothing doing here. No runs hit to errors. Nobody on. And we are 2.5. And it's no score. Romeo Sanabria coming in now as we lead off the bottom half of the second inning here in San Antonio. Partly cloudy evening, temperature at 94 degrees. Boy, been a hot one thus far. And yes, we are only getting close to the month of August, which it will be very hot. No rain, but most evidently we hope and pray that there will be some rain soon. Out number one is Sanabria goes down flying out to center field. Right fielder is Braden Carpathos as he comes in. One out, nobody on. And the pitch is right there. Over the head. And they're not going to get him. So that will be a base hit. Boy, watch this magic trick right here. Doink. Over the head. Doink. And it bounces right to the second baseman. They never get him as he beats it out. And so far, pretty good on that. Clay Dungan coming in as he'll take a strike inside. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike the count. The pitch. Right there, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And that one is outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High in the air, straightaway center. And that is out number 2.
Batting 7th, third baseman, number 10.
Third baseman Nate Mondu coming in. Looking to score in some runs. That one is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, no runner at first.
No, that's
And again outside, 2-0. Good hold up by Mondu. 2-0 delivery. And that one is foul, 2-1. And that one fouled off. And it's 2-2. The 2-2 punch out. Outside, 3-2. Ty Murphy on deck now. Full count to Nate Mondu. Three-two offering. High pop up straight away. First baseman gets it. And that's the inning. So, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. And we go to the 3rd inning. It's no score through 2. So we'll be right back here as we get ready for the 3rd inning coming up for Frisco. Marcus Lee Sang will be the next batter up when we come back. All right, set to go for the third inning here. Marcus Lee Sang, the 7-hole batter. Face off Ty Adcock in the third, and that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. 7-8-9 due up to Ty Adcock. Apologize if we made you wait a little bit, but most evidently had to go use the restroom. That one out there, and that'd be out number 1 as the second baseman, number 11, gets him a ground ball and throws out straight to Sanabria for out number 1. Julian Brock coming in as he takes that one in for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count now. So far it's been one heck of a hot day today. And has there been any sighting of Bob's messages? I guess there was. Yep. He says, how you doing? Hope everything is going good. Can't wait to join you up in Amarillo next week. And right there, a call, third strike, and that is out number 2. Corey Joyce coming in, the second baseman. Gets ready to go. Hits that one foul. It's 0-1. 6 games in Amarillo, 6 at home with Springfield. Can't wait for that homestand. A North Division team from the St. Louis Cardinals. The 0-1. That one fouled off. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count. One more. Here's the pitch. And that's a splitter. I was going to say a splatter, but that wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. Blew it right by him, and that's the inning. So no runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left on for Frisco. And we are 3.5, still no score. Well, Josh Trinidou, a left-hander, is on the mound for Frisco early on, as he starts the bottom of the third for Frisco. Trinidou now pitching for the RoughRiders. Left fielder Kai Murphy comes in first to greet him up. About set to go. And here's the windup. High in the air. And it'd be the shortstop getting it. That is out number 1.
Batting ninth, second baseman, number 11.
Second baseman is Luis Verdugo. Next batter up for San Antonio. And a pitch right there. Ricochet foul. It's 0-1. Don't forget, after the game tonight, stay with us. We got the live drone show coming up. Pretty good after that. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for San Antonio. Bottom of 3. That one ricochet foul. Still hanging on is Verdugo. The 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss. The changeup gets him chasing. And that's 2 down. Francisco Acuna coming in now as he'll lead it off here in the third inning. Back to the top of the batting order. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be ground ball straight to short. Throw down the first in time. They get him, and that's a 1-2-3 half inning. Nothing doing here. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody on for San Antonio as we go to the 4th inning. It's no score through 3. Top half of the 4th inning. Here's the leadoff man, right fielder Orlando Martinez as we get going. The pitch by Ty, and that's going to be high in the air. Straight away up to left field, Kai Murphy gets it. And that is out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop.
Well, the shortstop, Theo Hardy, coming in, 0 for 1, a flyout. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that's going to be high in the air. Boy, that is going to be well hit. And that one is gone. And Frisco will break the tie. Theo Hardy on a Thursday night. Oh, should I say a Friday night? But both of those nights he has hit home runs like nothing else. This guy can really hit, and hopefully he'll continue the hitting and so far work his hardest to get to AAA Round Rock. Boy, 390 foot over a 98.5 mile per hour exit velocity out of the ballpark, which technically pretty good. Here's Frenier Chavez as he comes in, takes a strike inside. It's 0-1. 0 for 1, a strikeout by the Frisco third baseman. The Queso of Frisco. Right there, hit to third base. Mondu flips it to Sanabria. Out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, number 27.
Well, that'll bring in Pablo Guerrero. The first baseman is 0 for 1, a strikeout. Here's the windup and delivery. And he breaks the plane. It's 0-1. Well, hope you are having a happy Saturday. A lot of those that come out to the ball game, and so far, don't forget tomorrow our 2 teams conclude at 7:05. 7:05 to 10 o'clock. So after that 10 o'clock hour, the homestand will be finished. And it's on to Amarillo right after that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one is foul. It's 1-2. Be the first road trip of the season to Amarillo. See the pretty town and the beautiful ballpark known as Water Ridge Field. Theo Hardy getting this home run as he'll crack the tiebreaker. And Frisco leads it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Guy Roberts, the center fielder, coming in, 0 for 1 flyout as we lead off the bottom half of the inning. So far, just a good way of getting a Saturday night going, and that's going to be right there now to play. It's 0-1. Boy, foul that one off, and here is the 0-1 delivery. And that's a swing and a miss. It's a slider. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. They got him. And that is out number 1. Boy, Josh Trinidad doing pretty good on the mound for Frisco. Getting the strikeout. Hopefully trying to get on base. Here's Ethan Salas. He goes after it. Comes up empty-handed. It's 0-1. Just a beautiful night for baseball. Sun fixing to set just a little bit from now. And the 0-1. That one's ground ball straight to second. Throw down to first, and they get him in time, out number 2. Being a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings can make a game go quicker. But knowing a 1 run will hold it up and win it, that's also a pretty good thing. Romeo Sanabria coming in as he'll take that one outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Go ahead and check some scores here in the Texas League. Boy, Round Rock doing really good in AAA, even though facing off the Albuquerque Isotopes. Boy, bottom of the 7th inning, but Round Rock leads that game 11-3. Nashville and Sugar Land are tied up at 1-1. Which those are AAA teams in the Coastal League. San Antonio used to be a part of that back in 2019, but now they have been reassigned back to AA ball. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Top of the 5th, Drilling Jones II and Sang will lead it off when we come back here in this one. Well, about set to go for the 5th inning here tonight for Frisco as we get ready for the almost first half point of tonight's ball game. Go ahead and give you scores in the Texas League only. Wichita leading Midland 8-0, top half of the 8th inning. Springfield leading Northwest Arkansas 3-0. They're the bottom half of the 9th inning there at Riverboat Field. Tulsa and Arkansas 1-1 to score there at All-American Ballpark in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Frisco leading San Antonio 1-0, top of the 5th inning. High pop up straight away to the catcher Ethan Salas. Makes the play, and that is out number 1. Corpus Christi leading Amarillo 2-0. Bottom half of the 5th inning there at the beach. Beautiful Bayfront Park. Keith Jones II coming in, and here's the pitch to him, and that one is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, to tell you one thing, just love having Christmas in July, but Frisco colors, red, white, and green, makes a great combination of those Christmas colors. Even the green and red trim of those batting helmets, which that is pretty good. Even the big block of cheese that you see in the middle of that. Marcus Lee Sang coming in now. 2 down, nobody on for Frisco. That one's going to be popped up straight away. Up to left field as Guy Murphy makes the play, and that's out number 3. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on for the Riders. And we go now to the bottom of the 5th. It is RoughRiders 1-0. Right fielder Braden Carpathios coming in. 1-for-1 single here tonight. As we get set to go for the bottom half of the 5th inning here in San Antonio. Here's the windup and delivery, and that's a high pop-up, and the third baseman drifts over, makes the play, and that is out number 1. Kind of reminds me of that game against 2 teams that battled it out for the 2017 Championship Series. That was between the Midland Rockhounds and Tulsa Drillers. Midland had a 1-0 lead against the Tulsa Drillers, and that one lone run held up to the victory, and that's what got Midland their 4th Texas League title in 4 years. 2014 through 2017 was the glory days there in Midland. Rockhounds were on cruise control. You know, they went up against 8 competitive Texas League teams. Well, there was San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Frisco, Northwest Arkansas, Tulsa, and Springfield during that time. But now you look at it in the future, there is Wichita and Amarillo, as they are the 2 newest members of the Texas League. Amarillo, a Arizona Diamondbacks affiliate. Wichita, a Minnesota Twins affiliate, which they were formerly known as the New Orleans Baby Cakes during their road days. The Baby Cakes went out of business after 2019 due to their low, very low, people not coming to their ball games and stuff. I would say that would be the very low attendance. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one high and inside. That's a strike. It's 0-2. But anyway, New Orleans decided that it was best to send these boys off to Wichita, where they would compete under a new name, a new affiliate. And here's the 0-2 right there, a swing and a miss, and that's the 5th inning come and gone. And the side is retired. No runs, hits, or rivers, and nobody left on for San Antonio. And we head to the 6th inning. Frisco leads it 1-0. Halfway through the ball game, and as you can see, that a lot of strikeouts have been going on tonight. So far, a high variety of strikeouts, but not a lot of hard hit balls tonight. But you look at number 3, boy, he has really came in and got something going. Top half of the 6th inning set to go for Frisco, as we give you the line look right there. And so far, leading it off is number 4, and that is Julian Brock. Brock coming in, ready to go. Here's the windup and the stretch right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, hope you guys go check out West Creek Trail Rides of San Antonio. They're a great horseback riding place. Always a proud sponsor of San Antonio Missions. They've been since 2024. Rode a horse yesterday by the name of Bourbon. And right there, Jeff Andrews said he went around, and that is out number 1. Bourbon's a sweet boy. I tell you one thing. I rode him yesterday. He wanted me to give him hugs. I said yes. Second baseman Corey Joyce coming in. And here's the pitch. That's right there, high and inside, and that's foul. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike.
Whoa.
And the slider is outside. It's 1-1. Tulsa leading Arkansas 2-1, top of the 8th inning. Boy, Springfield in trouble now. They got 2-1 and 2 out, trying to get the final out. But, yep, there he goes. Springfield took the W. Final score 3-0 against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And they will take Game 5 right at 8:25 this evening. There in Riverboat Field in North Little Rock, Arkansas, which we've never been to that ballpark. The last time we've been there was in 2022. That's going to be right there. That's a liner straight away up to right field, through for a hit. And boy, to tell you one thing, it's getting pretty interesting as we all look at it. So now if new hit comes in for the RoughRiders, time is going to be called, as that's going to do for Ty Adcock. It looks like there's going to be a pitching change. And indeed there is. The manager's coming out now as that is going to do for Ty Adcock. Well, he'll be done here tonight as he went 6 1/3. But now Garrett Hawkins, a right-hander reliever, is coming in for the Missions. 4-seam changeup slider and a 2-seam fastball, getting ready to go for San Antonio. Orlando Martinez, the first batter up to meet Garrett Hawkins. We'll take a strike inside. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 fly out and a ground out tonight. Boy, Wichita giving Midland a run for their money tonight. 8-0, bottom of the 8th inning.
Nope.
Slider is down and in. It's 1-1. Frisco giving a 1 run against San Antonio, trying to make it a little bit more. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Martinez. And the ditch.
That's out the corner.
And that's outside, 2-2. Boy, Springfield shutting down Northwest Arkansas 3-0. Midland looks like they're about ready to get shut out. I mean, Wichita has 8 runs. And boy, they are really getting going. Well, we're going to have to see what went on. 2 runs in the bottom half of the 2nd inning, 4 in the bottom of the 5th, 2 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Somebody hit a grand slammer in the bottom of the 5th there at the porch. 2-2 offering. And that one foul. It's 2-2. Still hanging on is Martinez. Corpus Christi holding a 2-0. Frisco holding a 1-0 here tonight as you're watching this live stream. And we have this Christmas in July going on, which that is pretty good. Boy, Midland in their road oranges. Wichita in their Christmas uniforms. Boy, now it's a 3-run homer by Brandon, however you say his last name, Wookashire. And man, I tell you one thing, now it's 11-0 Wichita. Well, the Windsurge have been doing pretty good this season, but they're still down in last place in the North Division. We'll give you totals in just a second. That went down and in for a single, and continuously they keep the half inning going here in the top half of the 6th inning. Boy, so far, Tulsa leading the Travelers 2-1. But look at this one. Theo Hardy gets a first home run of the night. And boy, he really hit that one straightaway center. Pretty good base hit, if well defined, that is. Theo Hardy hits that one out of play. It's 0-1. Boy, this season has been long, and so far, all knowingly, one more week of the month of July. And we can already say, hey, season is almost over nearly. That one right there, and that's going to cross in another run, and that will put them up to 2 now. Theo Hardy getting a RBI single, and Frisco up 2-0 now. Boy, and San Antonio needs to get something going tonight, or else they'll kiss this ball game goodbye tonight. Rainier Chavez fouls that one off. It's 0-1. The 2 previous nights that San Antonio came up against Frisco, they've lost 2 times. That means they came in on Wednesday and Thursday nights. Well, I would say that Wednesday was a victory for San Antonio. I guess it was. Well, I should say Thursday and Friday nights were the only two nights in a row that San Antonio took the L's. Right there, out number 2 as that's caught by the left fielder, Kai Murphy.
Now batting.
And they're 2 down.
Number 27.
2 up, 2 down. First baseman Pablo Guerrero coming in is 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts. Boy, seeing some shutout games, I tell you. Springfield shut it out against Northwest Arkansas, 3-0. Final score there at Riverboat. It's 11-0 against Midland. Oh my goodness. Wichita 11, Midland nothing. That is wicked. Guy by the name of Brandon Wickeshire who hit a 3-run home run. Literally just crushed that one out. Nightcraft, how are you doing? Hello there. That one is right there, and that'll get down for a line drive. And that's going to score in 2. And that will be a 4-0 lead for the Riders.
Now batting. Left fielder. Number 8.
So 2 more across the plate. And so far, San Antonio now trailing 4 runs behind. Dylan Drilling coming in now, and here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be right there. Liner straightaway center, and that will plate the 5th. Boy, to tell you one thing, getting pretty interesting on how this game
Number 11.
would turn out to be. I mean, if Frisco wins it tonight, they've already won their 3rd. But we are not going to call the game that quickly. No way in Donkeyville would we ever call an early game for the visitors. Well, the manager is going to be done with Garrett Hawkins, and so far he is going to be out of this ball game. Not doing too well, giving up the 3 runs despite the fact that he is not doing too well. Right-handed reliever is Andrew Dahlquist. He'll come in. Have a little quick word with his teammate, Ethan Salas. Boy, so far I think it is a pretty night here in the Texas League. And especially we'll take a look at Bayfront Park cameras. Amarillo and Corpus Christi going tonight. Even though with Hurricane Bertha now come and gone and thunderstorm activity down to 0, that's even better. Keith Jones, the second, coming in. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one is a high pop-up, straight away left field. Kai Murphy under it. Makes the play, and that is the half inning come and gone. The side is retired. Boy, and I tell you one thing, Frisco powers at least 3 in the half inning. And we now head to the bottom of the 6th. It is a score 5-0. Left fielder Kai Murphy will get ready to go as we lead off the bottom of the 6th for San Antonio right after these messages. Well, just about set to go for the bottom half of the sixth inning. Right now to the Missions Baseball Network. Left fielder Kai Murphy coming in now as he'll take a strike. It's 0-1. Carter Blumler, Dylan McLean, two a righty and a lefty coming into the warm-up toss for the Frisco bullpen. Frisco 5, San Antonio nothing. Right there, ground ball intercepted by the shortstop, throws down the first in time, and that is out number 1.
Number 11.
Luis Verdugo, the second baseman, comes in, 0-for-1, a strikeout. Sun getting set. Wind up and the pitch, here it is. High pop up straight away. And that'll fall down for a base hit. Well, good chance to get something going for San Antonio, and so far, hopefully, that will be the case here tonight. Shortstop Francisco Acuna coming in. That one line foul. It's 0-1. Francisco Acuna last night being a good power hitter. But tonight, 0-for-2 and 2 groundouts here in this game, but hopefully trying to get something going. 0-1, one man down, one on. That one is downstairs, 1-1. Trying to get something going here for San Antonio. And that one is walloped deep to left field. Boy, that is down, and that's an automatic double. And now that'll put runners at second and third. Still one away here, the half inning. Boy, tell you one thing, that's a good sign that San Antonio could get something going really fast. Center fielder Kai Roberts coming in is 0-for-2, a strikeout and a flyout. Boy, Tulsa leading 3-1 against Arkansas, top of the ninth inning. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one is foul. It's 0-2. Boy, a 3-run home run right now would chip the deficit to only 2. That one is outside for a ball, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one's going to be walloped right there. That is down, and that's going to score in a few more. And 1-run scores, 2-run score. It's a 2-run double for Kai Roberts. And now San Antonio getting on the board. It's now 5-2. But they will still trail this game by only 3. And that is how you get something going here tonight for the Missions. Look like Josh Trinidad is done for the night. And so far that he departs out of this ball game. Carter Blumler coming in now as he'll pitch as a right-handed reliever coming in. It's a 4-seam curveball and a changeup getting ready to go for Frisco. Ethan Salas coming in now. And the pitch is right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. It's 0-for-2, a fly out and a ground out. Bottom of the 6th inning is still we are. Boy, Wichita has a good double digits on the Rockhounds. And that is going to be right there. Up to center. Here comes a runner. In across the score. And now it's only 2 runs trail for the Missions. Boy, and you didn't keep San Antonio off the board tonight, but the RoughRiders tried everything they could, but now the Missions are coming back. The bats are medium well, and they are coming. They become hot. Here is Romeo Sanabria as he comes in, takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. It's 0-for-2, 2 flyouts tonight. So far now the tying run up to the plate. Right there, ground ball straight away up to second, up to first in time. And that ends the half inning to a ground ball double play. And that will be it. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 7th inning coming up. It's Frisco 5, San Antonio 3. Marcus Lee Sang coming in. Brock and Joyce will follow in behind when we get ready to go for the 7th inning for Frisco. Well, we're about set to go for the top half of the 7th inning for Frisco. Welcome you back to the ball game here tonight. Marcus Lee Sang, 7-8-9, due up against Andrew Dahlquist. Coming in, fouls that one off. It's 0-1. We hope everybody is enjoying the ball game tonight. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that one is in for a strike. It's 0-2. Ball game almost done tonight. That one is high fly in the air. Up to Roberts. He takes it himself, out number 1. Boy, a pretty good way to get something going. Here's the catcher, Jillian Brocknell. 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts. Wind up and the pitch. That one is a high pop-up right there. Sanabria gets under it. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman.
Man, 2 quick pop-ups to get the half inning alive tonight. Corey Joyce 1 for 2, single and a run. Coming in, here's the windup and the pitch, and that's going to be high in the air, straightaway center. Roberts gets it, and that is the half inning. No runs hit to Rivers, nothing doing this half inning. We now head for the bottom half of the 7th inning. It's 5-3 Frisco.
Leading things off.
Braden Carpathios, the right fielder, coming in. We welcome you back after the 7th inning stretch here tonight. Boy, Tulsa leading 5-1 against Arkansas, still in the top half of the 9th inning. Boy, Midland trying to get something going, but just feel like that nothing is really working for them as 3 up, 3 down innings and trailing the game by 11 runs. That is crazy. 0-2. That one high and outside. 1-2. Carpathios 1 for 2 tonight. And here's the pitch. That one is right there. Liner straightaway up to right field through for a hit. Boy, getting something going here tonight would be very huge for San Antonio. And the changeup's downstairs. It's 1-0. It's 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. Tying run is Clay Duncan. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one is going to be hit high in the air. Boy, that one is carrying, and it's gone. And we are tied. Boy, San Antonio didn't fool around. Clay Duncan getting the first 2-run shot to tie us up. And it is 5-5. Nate Mondu coming in, the third baseman. Wind up and the pitch, and that one is outside, is 1-0. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-out here tonight. Sun going down, and so far a pretty good night tonight. Right there, ground ball. Up to short, and up to first is out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Kai.
Left fielder Kai Murphy coming in, 0 for 2, a pop out and a ground out. Here's the pitch. That one high in the air. And that one is out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman.
Well, the manager comes out now as out 2 down here in this half inning, and so far now that is going to do for this reliever. Michael Otanes, a right-hander, is on the mound for Frisco now as he'll get ready to go here. Getting something going. Here's second baseman Luis Verdugo as he gets ready to go here for San Antonio. That one is a high pop-up straight away, and they'll miss it. That will fall down for a base hit. Now the tie-breaking run for the Missions. He'll get ready to come alive here in this one. Well, it looked like that game in Wichita was just called 11-0. The Wind Surge will win it against Midland. High in the air and up to the right field area. That will do, and that's the third final out. Clay Dungan gets 2 runs to tie it up, and it's 5-5 as we go to the 8th inning. So we'll be right back here in this one as Orlando Martinez will lead it for the 8th inning coming up. Well, we're back here for the top half of the 8th inning as we get ready to go. Orlando Martinez again set to go. Here's the pitch to him. Right there, up to the first baseman, Sanabria. He takes it himself, and that is one away. Theo Hardy coming up now. As he'll take a strike inside. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike, the pitch. And right there and in for a strike, it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the windup. Right there and out of play, and the count now at 0-2. Still hanging on is Theo Hardy. Right there, ground ball, intercepted by the shortstop. Throw down, and Acuna to Sanabria gets out number 2. Vernier Chavez coming in is 0 for 3, strikeout line out, and a ground out. Sorry if we took too long. My back just started hurting. I've literally had back pain at least almost off and on throughout today. 5,141. But most evidently trying to cure that with even my space heater. And right there in the count now, 1-2. Probably pulled that funny muscle after I was lifting all them heavy waters yesterday at West Creek. That one right there, line drive. That's a base hit, straightaway center. Sometimes you pull that funny muscle. You say to yourself, ooh, ouch. Why did you do that for? Pablo Guerrero coming in now as he'll take a ball outside. It's 1-0. 1 for 3, double, 2 RBIs and a run by Guerrero. Hopefully my back will get better, but most evidently took 2 Tylenol just to hopefully ease up the pain, which that's going to work in just a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, 2 down here in the 8th. High in the air, straight away. Left field is Kai Murphy. He runs it down, and that ends the half inning. Well, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left for Frisco. And we head now to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's 5-5. Set to go for the bottom half of the 8th inning. Center fielder Kai Roberts coming in. Wind up and the pitch. That one is right straight away center field, and that is through for a hit. Hopefully only going to the top half of the 9th inning, which that would be really good. Hopefully to see that come in really well. Ethan Salas coming in. And that is a foul off. It's 0-1. 1 for 3 and RBI in the 6th inning. Just a beautiful night here in San Antonio. And that is going to be right there. Line drive. That is through for a hit. Runner hits to third, and he's there safely. So now it'll be first and third. Nobody out. Yeah, Tulsa now wins it against Arkansas 5-3. And we are still getting ready to close out tonight. And that's going to be right there. And the Missions will untie the ball game. It's now 6-5. Boy, and that's something that that San Antonio has waited a long time to do in this game was to score down the runs, tie it up in the top half of the 7th inning, and they did just that. That one is high fly in the air, up to left field, and that is out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Clay Duncan coming in right now is 1 for 3, a 2-run shot in the 7th. Gonna have to take it easy at least a few days. But tomorrow evening, hopefully things will go well. We won't have any problems trying to get the game going. Instead of having a big, huge break. Just something going around. It looks like there's a stomach bug of some sort. Right there, line drive, and that is through for a hit. And San Antonio scores in their second run to make it a 7-5 ball game. And boy, they are really getting something going after that base hit. And now the manager's coming out to relieve the new leadoff batter. Now there'll be another leadoff batter.
number 7.
Dylan McLean coming in. McLean now pitching for Frisco as he's a left-handed reliever. So now they'll turn it over to a left-hander instead of a right-hander. Nate Mondu coming in. And here he goes. That one is up the middle through for a hit. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and San Antonio scores in a run. But here he comes, and he is out at second trying to steal after a pass ball. And boy, that is going to wallop right there. That is gone. And San Antonio strikes for 5. And they are back at it again. So hopefully that will pretty much get things ready to rock and roll here tonight. Luis Verdugo coming in now as he'll try to bunt attempt, and it's 0-1. 2 for 3, 2 singles, a run here tonight. Boy, just glad this game is almost over. Been a long day, and so far that's all we need is to close out this day and hopefully seeing a better day tomorrow than what we saw today. But anyway, 5 runs come in, and on 6 hits, no errors and 2 left, we head for the 9th inning. Frisco down to their last 3 chances here this evening. Left fielder is Dylan Drilling as he comes in. It's ready to go, and there's a pitch right outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 10-5 San Antonio here in this one. I was going to say Frisco would be in top, but not tonight. San Antonio back at it.
Ball.
And that's going to be a ball. The count now 2-1. Two and one offering. High in the air, foul. 2-2 offering. And they'll push that one out of play, foul. 2-2. High in the air, up to left field. Murphy under it. He makes the play, and that is out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 11.
Keith Jones, the second, coming in. 0 for 3, ground out in the 2nd inning. That one right there is a line drive base hit. Hopefully to get a double play in the ball game and send the fans home happy tonight. Even though a pretty good day today, and So far, San Antonio getting a win, and plus the drone show that comes right in top of it. Two teams conclude tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow night, I should say, right there up to right field. Carpathio takes it himself, and that is out number 2.
Catcher, number 4.
So far, stomach bug going around. You just got to watch out what you get. Make sure you're sanitizing, washing your hands with soap and warm water. That is also a good thing, too. Especially if you go to the bathroom, you want to make sure that you wash your hands with warm water and soap. It'll kill the germs. That one right there, the count now 1-1. 2 outs, a runner at first, and now they're down against it. 1-2 the count. And finally, down to the final strike of this game. And right there, strikes recalled, and San Antonio takes it. And they will break the 2-game losing streak with a win. And so far, that will do it for the festivities. Well, 10-5 our final. Andrew Dahlquist is a win. The Michael Otanas gets the loss. So far, a pretty good night. Gentlemen, well done here this evening. Well, everybody played baseball, it looks. Everybody is done. That right there, a pretty good night. Frisco getting the loss. They'll be 54-40. And San Antonio claims the 45th. And so far, a pretty good one indeed here in this one. Corpus Christi shuts out Amarillo. So pretty good on that. So far, the drone show fixing to get ready to go. And so far now, Tulsa hits their 60th, taking it against Arkansas. Wichita beats Midland really badly. Boy, tell you one thing, 11-0. Boy, that was a ball game. They'll take their 39th win against Midland. Springfield getting a win, so they'll stick up to 3rd place really good against Northwest Arkansas. And so far, that'll do it for tonight. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all's evening. And we will see y'all again tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch. So far, hope I do better tomorrow instead of feeling bad. But anyway, see y'all again tomorrow evening, right here on Missions Baseball.